Yo, 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 what's happening? It's your boy, it's the dog, it's the God, it's the GOAT, it's Thomas the Prophet, man. Here, how y'all doing? How I'm doing? Shit. Just lounging, kicking back. How y'all feel about this angle? Like, cause I usually put my stand over there, but I just want to try a different angle, be more comfortable, just more laid back. Nah, honestly, I'm kind of tired, so hopefully with this vid, I won't fall asleep. Hopefully y'all see me good enough. I'm trying to make sure I'm adjusted right. Well, okay. But anyway, what's up, y'all? With today's video, it just man, I don't even know where to start. Just being like how humanity and human thoughts, feelings, and emotions and everything. We're mad complex, you know what I mean? We kind of live a lie because of everything that's portrayed in the media and music and anything that programs, even in books. A lot of things condition and program us. Yeah, there might be subsects where people that have differences, but it's just sad that we really don't know what to think or feel no more. How to be, how to act. We just don't know how to be ourselves and tell our truths. And the one thing I'm hoping to do is show in this world full of uncertainty that it's okay because no one's perfect. No one's gonna have it all figured out. Some things that there's a lot of things that even I don't think about that I think about that I don't think about, if that makes sense. Even though I'm not higher than no one. It's just that so many point of views and perspectives is in this world. And a lot of the times, a lot of them was more wrong than right. Just what's inspired nowadays. But excuse me, I'm tired. Like I said, tired. Um, I just hope that I just want to. This world needs love. The world needs better. Everyone's going through something, and we all just we're lost. Sex, drugs, violence, alcohol consumption, partying, clubbing, lying, cheating, stealing, home wrecking, killing, robbing, rape, molestation. There's so many crazy things at an all-time high because we just really don't know our emotional states. A lot of us been used to doing things since a young age, and it really messed up us as children. It really messes up our future. And a lot of men act out in ways they shouldn't. A lot of women act out in ways that they shouldn't. You know what? This is perfect. This could officially be the first video of my man and woman series. You know, my man and slash versus woman series slash war. It's the man and woman war series. But with this series, you know, I got my black series. This is just about the everything going on between men and women nowadays, males and females, and how we're wrong with everything, with how we treating ourselves, how we treat each other, like how wrong men are for treating the women, females the way they're treating men, and how wrong women and females are for treating men the way they y'all get it. You know, men, females, and women treating men the way they do. Like us as men and women has been so dysregulated to the bullshit. Like a lot of females, the problem in this world nowadays Well, men and women, like men and women want to do this and that, thinking it's cool, but it's not. As a man, I might have my biases, but I know shit that men are wrong because I ain't niggas. You know what I mean? I'm a black person. I can say that. I ain't niggas. I ain't never been niggas. I'm never going to be niggas because niggas ain't shit. But just like a lot of these hoes and thoughts and bitches and gold diggers ain't shit. It's all wrong. And we all live and come from the excuse of, oh, I got my heart broken, I was touched, or I come from this and that environment, all I ever knew and knows this. And that's understandable. That's empathizable. But as men and women, we can't keep on making and using that excuse for why we treating ourselves and each other like shit. Men have men are stuck in this like dichotomy of being an alpha, a giga, a sigma, and all this other stupid shit. With red pill. It's like a lot of those things are understandable, but it's conforming men to being something and somebody that they actually not, and it's hurting us. It's hurting a lot of us. You can understand and take lessons from everything and everyone, but there's just certain things, especially on the social media, YouTube, internet, TV, and the music, whatever you just don't listen to. And a lot of young men, black, white, Spanish, Asian, whatever, are really being inspired by a lot of the wrong things and people because all them alpha, giga, beta, people are just heartbroken dudes trying to attract women in all the wrong ways by fucking and dating. That's not. That's kind of why a lot of females are the way they are nowadays. You know what I'm saying? And females, they want to hop on this hoe and thought movement with hoe and thought culture, thinking it's cool to be a sex worker, to strip, to be a prostitute in real life on OnlyFans, to go dig. And a lot of shit is just mad and moral, you know what I mean? One video I'm gonna make in the future is about how if I'm I forgot how I wrote it, but it's like basically if I'm gonna be considered boring and corny and judgmental and all this other stupid shit for keeping it real and sticking to my morals and standards, and fuck it, I'm gonna be alone. Cause at the end of the day, a lot of people don't have morals and standards. A lot of people don't have their genuine education. A lot of people conform and sold their souls to the evils through temptation. And I'm not religious, I'm spiritual, but I grew up with Catholicism from kindergarten to fourth grade. And so it might have a lot of tie into with how I function, but I heard a lot. I see a lot of young females and I know a lot of brothers that's functioning wrong, man. A lot of things that's been normalized in today's climate and society that's hurting and corrupting all of us. We literally have so many problems and issues with each other that is astounding. In another video in the future, is talking about is relationships even worth it anymore. And as a man, for another video, is if women even worth it anymore, because it's like as you grow, it's like the meter with females, because a lot of females, majority of females is fucking out here, not giving a fuck. So is a lot of niggas, but females is taking game from men, and men just afraid to get in their heart. It's the same shit with each other, man. It's all wrong. I'm waiting for my queen. I know she's coming on her way. We manifesting, but it's like when you know better and you know so much, it's like people don't get it nor listen. Like they rather. The problem with society is that they'll frown you for being good and doing the right thing and telling the truth and saying what's real. But they'll follow you and be with you and be, oh, you fun, you lit, and this and that, from what a standard of fun is if you all with all the negative, bad, toxic, fucked up shit. A lot of females be robbing niggas. A lot of men just be fucking females, like using them as fucking human cum rags and shit. And a lot of females just be using men for sex too. A A lot of females be slutting themselves out on social media because they don't love nor respect themselves. And a lot of brothers be trying to have all this sex with multiple women or females because they trying to compensate because they don't know nothing about love. We just don't know how to love nor respect each other because we don't love or respect ourselves. Like we ain't supposed to be as young as we are having the body counts that we do have because we got fucked up from back in the day. Like yo man, where I'm from, like sex and sexual intercourses started early as 12, 13 years old. Not with me, because I lost my virginity when I was like 19. But it's just hearing other people's stories and people I knew from the past and how the the male and female dichotomy, which is everything we're raised in, really messed up a lot of people psychologically. And yes, it comes from lack. It could come from lack of leadership from parents or hypocrisy from parents. Because like someone, people I knew, people that were real close to me, told me like a lot of people try to tell them to do the right thing, but they seen those same people doing the wrong things. So they never listened, or they just want to do this and that when they just was trying to look out and they ruined themselves. Like someone I really loved, someone I really loved and cared about from my past that I'm moving on and from now was like that. If you know my series and you know my videos, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You know, she was ruined and let down by her parental figures and just her guardians, and she let herself down. And a lot of females is doing that because lack of a father figure, or a lot of young men not knowing better, or just getting started with a lot of things. These they shouldn't have too early for looking for love in all the wrong places and people. But now the same thing, young men. Us as men get conditioned from a young age that pussy makes you a man, and that was like probably one of the biggest lies that we was ever told. Because now it's at a point because I've been through so much like trauma in my relationship. It's like, but it educated me a lot and it made me a better man and a better person. I always grew up and learned faster than most people. Like pussy and sex ain't everything to me. Yeah, it's nice and who doesn't want to have sex and stuff, but I could wait for a relationship. I respect myself and I love myself. A lot of people can't say that waiting for they waiting like that, especially in this day and age where everyone is literally handing themselves out like fucking street corner hot dogs. Know what I mean? It just men and women are hurting themselves and each other to such a great point, and it seems like it's only getting worse instead of it needing to get better. And it's part of the multiple problems in this world. A lot of females die because of men lack of self discipline and control. Like I damn near was at that breaking point because the person I was with didn't realize how much they was hurting me or they didn't care. And I was so codependent, like I was damn near losing my mind, man. Like it's that's shit to get into another time, but it was bad. Like I was really losing my shit. Thank God that God, well, the man upstairs was looking down and blessed me to be who I am and not to have to live with regrets and knowing shame too much, even though there's things I still live with. Not that I've done, but that I feel, And it's just wondering, as a man of my worth and value, even though I'm a big guy or whatever, I know I'm a good man with a good heart. If a female is going to be worthy of me, and if there's any good women out there that hasn't been partaking in hookup culture and just having sex with random guys or friends with benefits, actually respecting their temples, and they realizing how sacred they are. I ain't saying they got away from marriage, but at least be in a relationship. You know what I mean? Finding a man they deserve, because honestly, a lot of men and women ain't shit, and a lot of men a lot of, especially a lot of young men and women, are accepting that everybody ain't shit, so they not gonna be shit. So now it's just getting worse. But I'm just trying to be one of the ones to speak against that because we're literally destroying each other bad. You know what I mean, this shit is like terrible. Shit hear on the radio and see on social media how these females be rapping and just tales I heard and known from men that I either work with. Knew it's just sad, man. Like a lot of niggas I know really just using females for sex. A lot of these females are really just a body counting number to a lot of niggas. But it's the same thing with females because I honestly feel like females are having and have had a lot of more sex than men because vulnerability and just lack of emotional regulation. But a lot of motherfuckers ain't got home training or discipline, and we're just living in a wild ass generation of time where sex and all the wrong kinds of types of things and activities really ruin us all. It rules us all. It ruins us. Being in these parties and the clubs, shaking ass and grinding and dancing on floors with with most with men and women just losing ourselves in the rhythm and groove. Even though I don't be outside because I'm trying to retain. You know what I mean? It's really fucking us up, and a lot of people don't want to listen to the real. You know? A lot. We lack men and women are lacking humanity. We're lacking heart. We're lacking emotion. We don't know how we function. You know what I mean? People hate sensitivity and emotion, being emotional. We rather be toxic and ratchet and ghetto and wild and uncaring and apathetic when all truth because we're scared and afraid of being hurt and heartbroken. So we'll rather be living in the evils and disrespecting ourselves and each other than the risk of acting right so we don't get heartbroken by someone that isn't loyal or committed. Or a lot of people just get in polyamorous relationships slash open relationships and just be fucking any and everyone because sexual rules is all. That can't be me. You know what I mean? I don't want no one. I ain't gonna share my girl, and honestly, I don't want a girl that's been shared. You know what I mean? I ain't trying to cuff. You can't cuff a hoe because there's no turning a hoe to a housewife, and there's no turning a hoe to a husband. A lot of people cheat. A lot of people lie. A lot of people are homewreckers. A lot of people manipulate. A lot of people blackmail. A lot of people do terrible things, men and women alike. You know what I mean? And like I said, I can have my biases, but in all actuality and truth, both sides of the male and female spectrum, sex, gender, whatever you call it, we're wrong in so many areas, and it's time to confront. And I'm gonna be one of the main people because I really want to talk about this. Besides just getting shit off my chest, but how men, us men, and how women and females in this modern day and age are acting and how it's wrong. I gotta accept my genius and my intellect and my confidence, esteem, knowledge, and truth, my heart and soul, my humanity, to be one of the people to try to get us on the right track as men and women, especially within my community, within the black community. But this is for everyone, because I see white girls and Spanish girls and Asian girls acting the motherfucking rude. But and men too. Everyone just don't give a fuck. People giving up on hope. People giving up just on the good and better things. We're a very cynical, jaded generation in time, and we need to have hope. If you're empathetic or empathic, you really feel the lifelessness in some people sometimes. And I'm a person that's trying to own up to who he truly is shamelessly in a good way. I ain't trying to be shameless, you know what I mean? But I feel like I can make a change, and I hope that I could actually do something. Like I'm still, I got my own life. I'm still figuring out my things for myself, but we all put here for a reason that's beyond us. We all put here for a reason to fulfill a purpose and goal. And one thing I'm always noticing is sex, men and women relationships, friendship, bonding. I've been through a traumatic ass relationship. I've been codependent in a relationship. I've been with a broken girl that could have been better, but made her choices and decisions. I've been considered every man has been there of just treating himself as less for someone that he really loves and care about. If you want to call that a simp or a cuck or whatever, but and we might as well the same because we all been through it, and that those experiences, whether we see it with our parents or in our relationships, our friends, turn us turn our hearts hard, really put us in a survivalist mentality with how we approach things. And the whole dichotomy with men and women in general is just it's whack. Like I honestly feel like it's more of it's a woman's world more than a man's world, and you could debate me all that well because literally the world is tailored for females. I can understand shit with males, but I defend my stance. If you want to talk about it, that's the whole point. But we really, even I wrote down, it's like it's hard to express your feelings and emotions to females and women nowadays, or communicate and talk to them. Because it's like you have to have all these rules. Like us men just need to learn to be ourselves with women, and just with us as females and women need to learn to be themselves with them and men too. We all sexualized and objectifying of each other, and we just lack honor and decency and respect and codes and morals and loyalty, commitment and honor, and it's really destroying us. This shit is really like we got our generational trauma and pain, and we're going to extend that down to the kids because we can't get ourselves right. A lot of people don't understand this. You gotta be and become everything that you want yourself. If you want that from another person, like what you do when you single matters just as much as what you do in a relationship. You can't be doing this and then doing that. And as much as I wish I could change everyone, I know I can't. So people that want to be living that crazy ass wild lifestyle, I'm still not gonna condone it. I'm not gonna accept it because it's not right. Because I honestly care and love too much, but I can't reach them now. I have to learn to let those people go, and the people that's willing to listen are going to listen. Because a lot of people are just too scared, you know what I mean, acting like they just don't give a fuck, you know what I mean? I see through people that's like that. I know people like that. I work with people like that. And I was never the nigga for the fugaziness, you know what I mean? I just hope that this leads to results. I hope we can, us as men and women, boys and girls and adult bodies can find our humanity and love and respect and care and admiration for each other. Instead of being, oh, we serve men, oh, we serve women, oh, I don't need a man, I don't need a woman, that men and women equally, because men want gender equality too, ladies. We can equally serve each other and just do right by each other. Because we shouldn't be using each other for sex. It's too sacred. We shouldn't be soliciting and sexualizing ourselves at these parties and clubs and just out in the world. Because they give a lot of dumbass people power with cell phones and social media, and that's influenced our minds and got us the way we are now. A lot of people don't have the consciousness and awareness and intuition and thoughtfulness, mindfulness, and education to see don't understand that because they've been so conditioned and programmed for so long. A lot of people like make fun of you when you're smart and intelligent. A lot of people be laughing at me and joking on me, don't be having faith in me. But we're gonna prove them wrong over here. And if you with me and doing the same thing as I am, then you already know the tales of the underdogs. We always win. It may take some time, but we know we're gonna earn ours, and we ain't gonna compromise or settle or sell our souls and settle for less. You know what I mean? I just pray. I literally pray for us to be better that we can learn from our mistakes, real mistakes, not choices and decisions that were made, but then we consider mistakes. Like cheating is not a mistake, homeworking is not a mistake. That those were choices and decisions. Unless you did with the homework, you didn't know that the cheater, was in a relationship. But y'all get it, men and women alike. But we need to break out the cynicism we live in. We need to find hope and faith. We need to find warmth. People are so afraid. It's just like we live in a time full of secrecy. And one thing I wrote down is like I feel like a person that has like mad secrets either done some of the most crazy, toxic, fucked up, evil shit, or or you know the most scared and traumatized and broken and hurt. So communication is a thing we lack that we need to learn. Cause stories I hear, motherfuckers is weird. Females is weird. Niggas is weird. Everyone is fucking weird, man. Sometimes, even with my craziness inside, I feel like I'm the only. I don't want to say normal because I'm not normal. Sane one. I feel like I'm the only one that really gets it a lot because God placed me in this position to do something that I know that I can do, and hopefully, I can fulfill that. As I'm trying to fulfill a lot of things within my life. Cause I'm just a normal guy now. I mean, I ain't no alpha, giga, omega, optimus. All this bullshit going on social media with men nowadays. I understand like red pills, but those comes with broken females that just do what they do out here in these streets that they shouldn't because they were raised wrong. And a lot of females is getting a wrong inspiration from a lot of these social media influencers, these content creators, quote unquote, out of these singers and rappers, and actresses, and just a lot of these people in position or power that's telling you a lot of these things and enabling these things for a reason to ruin us. If you really get that, you get that. They want to ruin men and women. They want to ruin our relationship, friendship, bond, connection. They want to ruin the family dichotomy with having co-parent homes instead of husband and wife or boyfriend and girlfriend. People that are raising it two-parent households. Like it's too many instances of co-parenting going on, and that really fucks up children. And a lot of people getting so normalized to the fact because either they traumas or whatever. But we need to, cause not just for us, we need to do it for the children and teens. You know what I mean? I grew up as a teen and even still as a young adult at 23 years old, knowing the wrongs and raps of how men and like men and women's relationships with each other is so important. It literally builds the foundation of a nation. But yet the evils in the higher ups that inspires a lot of these things is really planting these seeds microscopically to fuck us up. And thank God I'm really coming to terms with my intelligence as a tortured and tormented genius and soul to really understand, to accept my genius, to really say shit for what really is and own up to it and not have a regret about it. We're destroying each other. And yes, it's the government and secret society's fault, but we need to take accountability and responsibility as men and women too. Because we're destroying ourselves and each other. And it's time for a change, man. Communication, opening up, expressing ourselves and our truths, thoughts, feelings, emotions, opinions, point of views, perspectives, and everything. And telling the truth is what we need to do. And a billion other things. But those are the main four things. Communication, opening up, expressing ourselves, telling the truth. Men and women, man, we've been fucking up for a long time. Sex fucked us up, relationship fucked us up, but it's time for love again. Relationship, friendship, bond, connection. I don't know if I'm going to be single for long, but man, I'm all about love and care, and it's time to bring that shit back. But yo, thank you. I love you for being with me. It's time to wake up. It's time. Welcome to the Man and Women series, video one of Sony Norbert. Thank you. I love you. Have a blessed day. Pray. Stay up. Stay blessed. Don't stress. Handle the rest. Bars.